What's up, guys? So today I wanted to go over a couple things with you. Like I told you in my last video, I was going to do some upgrades with my Ford Excursion. Just to clarify, it's a 2000 Ford Excursion 7.3 turbo diesel 4x4. Initially, whenever I first got it, I noticed that it was starting okay, but it was cranking a little bit slower than I thought it should. And then after I had it for a couple weeks, which I've not driven this truck very much at all. I've got other vehicles and I just haven't gotten this one to where I completely trust driving it every day yet, just because I know it's a good truck, but I haven't owned it that long. So I still want to go over it pretty well. Being a mechanic, that's what I do. I like going over my stuff before I just hop in and put 1,000 miles on it, in a single trip. So yeah, I came out the other day and my batteries were pretty low. It was cranking really slow and just didn't seem like it had the power that it should have had. So I did some research, was checking out different batteries because I had these ones tested and it confirmed they were in fact bad. These Ford Excursions, as well as the Super Duties, at least from 99 to 07, and probably higher than that, the newer ones even, take a 65 series battery, which is the size of the battery. I checked probably 50 different batteries out. I went to different stores, I read a bunch of reviews online. I actually went and bought a couple from Rural King. They had very heavy duty batteries there for their heavy HD diesels, and they were basically semi-truck batteries. They were the biggest batteries I could find as far as the highest cold cranking amps and the highest output. Unfortunately, they would not fit, and even if they did fit, they only had a 1-year warranty on them. So I was looking for something that was going to last a long time, and I decided to go towards the AGM. AGM batteries are kind of like well, not kind of like, they're the ones that are sealed. They can be drained more times than a regular battery and recharged. They just last longer overall. It's kind of like an AGM battery would be an LED light, brighter, more power, lasts longer, and then a regular battery would be just a conventional light bulb, a regular light bulb. It works fine, but it's not going to last as long, and it's not as much output. So that's about as good as a comparison as I'm going to be able to give you. Long story short, I found a company here in the United States, Odyssey batteries. They, from what I've read, make a lot of batteries for like hospitals when their generators go out. So their batteries have to be pretty reliable. That was appealing to me, obviously, because I'm looking for reliability. These batteries that I chose, which are the AGM2 Odyssey Extreme 65 series batteries, they are 930 cold cranking amps. They have a reserve capacity of 135 minutes per battery, and they are 1,750 cranking amps above freezing levels. So that's very high output, obviously. They come with a 4-year warranty, no hassle, no nothing warranty. You just take them back, they'll give you new ones. You can get them online, and you can get them at just about any local parts store. I went to my local AutoZone, that's where I do most of my shopping at, and they did not have them in stock, but I told them I wanted them. It was 10 o'clock in the morning. By 5 o'clock in the afternoon, the same day, I had my batteries. They were $2.99 a piece, so 300 bucks. I ended up giving the 2 batteries that I had in the truck as cores, and then also AutoZone will let you, if you have any other old car batteries, 4-wheeler battery, any kind of 12-volt battery, motorcycle batteries, they'll give you a $10 credit, in-store credit. So like a gift card, $10 gift card per battery that you acquire. I had 10 old batteries laying around from cars that I've used to own, junk cars, trucks that we parted out. So I actually got $100 off, and then I had a coupon from AutoZone, which was $20 off any purchase of $100 or $200 or more. So I actually ended up getting these batteries for, I think it was $379 out the door, which I'm happy because I didn't have to pay tax exempt, so I didn't have to pay tax right now. But $379, 4-year warranty, awesome batteries. I also changed my terminals. I checked all the connections on these Excursions and these Super Duties. The batteries are connected by a 4-gauge wire, I believe, going from the driver's side over to the passenger side, positive terminal. And I upgraded that wire as well. I figured since they used a 1-gauge or a 2-aught gauge wire going from the passenger side battery to the starter, they needed that much of a wire for the conduction, that I figured, well, why not have that big of a wire going from the driver's side battery to the passenger? So basically the starter's not pulling more power from the right battery than it is from the left. So that's what I did. I upgraded that wire that interconnects the two to a double-aught power wire. And then I ran two 2-aught negative terminals, one from each battery, straight to the engine block, and then grounding to the chassis. I always upgrade my negative terminals. That's something that most people don't think about. Everybody wants a bigger power wire, especially when you have audio systems, but a lot of people don't upgrade their negative terminals. So you always want a good ground on your vehicle, brighter headlights, better starting, better lights inside, and if you have a stereo system with especially a subwoofer, you're not going to get the dimming headlights and all the big power draws. You're not going to see your battery gauge go from 14.4 volts clear down to 12.5 every time your subwoofer kicks on. So that's a big deal to me. I did upgrade my terminals as well. I went to Napa. They have about the best terminals I can find, local anyway. They are a military quality, and that's what they're listed as in their books. I'm going to give you the part number in just a second for those and show you what they look like. But I have the batteries installed right now. I want to show you what they look like when they're installed, show you the upgrade I did as far as that 2-aught power wire going from one battery to the other, and then show you those terminals. Then we're going to do a startup, and you can see how much faster this 7.3 turns over compared to any other 7.3 that you've heard, or any vehicles that you have now. If you notice that mine's turning over or starting a bit better than what yours is, more than likely it's just because I have that extra cranking amp in the battery, so extra cranking amps. So let's check it out now. Here we go. So here's what they look like. Good looking batteries, by the way. And these are made from 100% new lead. It's not recycled. This is 100% virgin lead. That's what it's called, that these batteries are made from. These terminals that I got, as you can see, you can, I always cut off my battery terminals, and I'll put these copper or tin coated copper, as like this one is. This one's still copper. It just has tin coating for making it rust resistant or corrosion resistance. Yeah, I always put new copper leads on my wires and then bolt them directly to the terminals. That's always how I've done it. It just seems to work better that way, better conductivity. But yeah, you can see these terminals are pretty hefty. And like I say, I guess they're considered to be a military quality. So the part number is A as an apple, 52425, and then -2 for the negative. And then the exact same part number for the positive, except for instead of where it says the -2, it's going to be a -1 for the positive terminals. And you can pick those up right at Napa, like I was saying. And then if you look over here, this big 2-aught power wire, this is the one that I replaced that goes across the truck over to the positive terminal on this battery, which is the exact same battery as the one on the passenger side. If you check down here, you can actually see the Odyssey part number, which is ODX AGM 65, because they're a 65 series battery. And then you can see it says AGM2, and they are the extremes. Right here's the information that I was talking about earlier. 930 cold cranking amps, 1,750 cranking amps with a reserve capacity of 135 minutes. Another thing to note, when I used to let my vehicle run this Excursion at idle, My voltage never got above 13.5, I believe. And now, I've only started this truck once since I've installed these batteries. But the first time I started it today, which was about 5 hours ago, so it's going to be a cold start right now, my voltage was up to 14.4 volts with it idling. So that's pretty significant as well. It's a whole nother volt that it's idling at. So I like that, especially like I said, I have a lot of audio upgrades and stuff, so I need as much power as I can get. But I'm gonna leave the camera right here, set that up for you, and then that way you can hear it whenever I do a cold start. I want you to hear how it can turn over. Let's see what these batteries sound like. The party noise, I know it's a loud truck. Old diesels, I mean, the engine's loud anyway, but it's also got a 5-inch straight pipe exhaust going back there, so it makes a good bit of noise. I'm gonna hop in here, show you the, well, there's the factory battery gauge, but I want to show you the battery gauge that I have hooked up to the truck, which is down here. It's actually made like a phone charger. You can see what our voltage is sitting at now, which is 14.4 volts, which is just perfect. That's exactly what I'm looking for. And like I said, it wasn't an alternator upgrade I did, it was just the batteries. So I don't know if the batteries that were in it were so bad that they wouldn't let the alternator bring the voltage up that high or what, but that's a considerable amount, going from 13.3, 13.4, even 13.5, all the way up to 14.4. And like I say, this truck is dead cold. It's been sitting, well, it's been sitting 3 days. I started it once about 5 hours ago just to hear these, hear how it turned over once I got everything connected, once I got all the new terminals on, and then one time for you guys. But yeah, I'm very happy with these batteries, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make one more video, cold start in the middle of the winter. I'm gonna wait till it gets down below freezing, and then we'll do a cold start and see how these batteries turn it over in the winter time too. But like I said, for a 4-year warranty, I'm happy with them. They're a little bit pricier than a regular battery. Most AGMs that I found are around $200. So these are $100 more than those, but they also have between 1 or 2 year longer warranty, which that's 25 to 50% longer for, you know, another 30% increase in price. So I mean, it evens out if you think about it like that. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go for now, guys, but I'm gonna post another video really soon. I got upgraded towing mirrors with turn signals for the Excursions. I think they're the 2008 and up. Maybe they're, I don't know, like 20. I think they said 2015 tow mirrors, and they've got the turn signals made onto the side of the mirrors, like on the outside right here. And then they also have the turn signal made into the glass, and they're heated, powered. I'm going to show you guys how to hook those up. And I also ordered wheels, tires, grill, headlights, let me think, tail lights. I got a lot of stuff on the way, all new emblems, and yeah. And then I'm gonna have it going to the body shop to have the entire truck undercoated before wintertime hits, so this rust-free truck can stay rust-free. So that's the plan. But all right, guys, I appreciate you watching my video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you got any questions, leave them in the comments, and get yourself a set of Odysseys. These are some nice batteries. I like them a lot, And now I'm going to get another one for this expedition I got over here. This is my work truck. It only takes one. It's a 5.4. It's a gas truck, so I'm going to get a battery for it since the one in it's pretty much junk now too. But yeah, I definitely like this brand, and I love the fact that they're made in the USA. But yeah, all right guys, any questions, just let me know.